Welcome to BackPackTrack, the solo travel podcast for people who think one backpack is a lifestyle. Well, I'm living the dream. I know. I don't know when I had the plan. I think around 3 years ago, I said to myself, one day you will go to Japan and study there abroad and live in a share house and meeting cool new people and just enjoying life. And in my head, it was great, like always fun, easy to learn, and just new experience all over. Like every day, a new like adventure. It's excitement. It's exciting, and all these things they were in my head. And the truth is, now that I'm basically living my dream, I realized, yeah, that was a little bit diluted what I said. Or what I thought it would, like how it is to study in Japan. For me, it was really like the easygoing thing, but the reality, yeah, is a little bit different. So, first of all, if you want to come here and you want to be on a student visa, you actually need to do a lot of paperwork. And with a lot, I mean a lot. I always felt like Germany is bad when it comes to bureaucracy, but no, apparently not. Japan is way worse. And I mean, when I came here, like, first of all, you have to apply for a student visa and you need to be in your home country. So it doesn't matter if you're from the US, if you're from Spain, if you're from Germany, it doesn't matter. You need to apply in your home country. And maybe there's another way around, but if you apply in another country, then it's way more, like, difficult to get it. Because back in the time, I was actually traveling around. I was in Vietnam at the time. And yeah, to get my visa there, oh my god, no. So I decided, you know what, my family would be happy too, so I'm gonna go home. And that's what I did. And then I came here. And you have to register, obviously, your new address and stuff. And then you go to a city hall and you think like, it should be easy. It should be done like easily, like just do it online, getting your stuff, and then you go there and get your paper, whatever. No. You have to go there in person and you have to fill out all the forms, and yeah, I had to do it all the time with Google Translate, and I was actually really happy and lucky that one of my share house like comrades, I don't know, they joined me because they also moved in there and they were Japanese, so they could help me to fill out everything or to talk to the persons, because yeah, there was no English available more or less, and my Japanese was far away from being able to talk, especially when it comes to bureaucracy. So no. So yeah, I think I spent there literally 5 hours. I went there at 11, I remembered, and I left the thing at like 4:30, something like that. And I felt like, why so complicated? Because then you have to fill out the forms, you give them, and then you have to wait until you get them back and stuff, and then you have to go to another like department, and my city office has like 13 floors, so it was quite a bit. So I applied for health insurance, for like registered my address. But anyway, so that was the first big thing I had to do, and then I thought, okay, what can happen? It should be fine, easy. And I underestimated it. I said it like in earlier episodes already, like Japanese is hard. But I didn't expect it to be that hard. Like, you have for every situation kind of like another expression how to say it, and then you have like the informal language or speech you can use with your friends, and then you have like a more formal one, and then you have like the highest form, and even there you have like some different variations, and Keigo, like the super polite form, if someone talks to me, I literally don't understand a word because the vocabulary changed completely. I don't know from which verb it's coming from, and I just be like, mo ichido onegaishimasu, which means please tell me again, but yeah, you do it again in Keigo, so yeah, it actually doesn't matter. So yeah, I felt like, yeah, this is a thing I underestimated. And also, going back to school, it's tougher than expected. So I always have like the afternoon class, and I'm not a big fan, not gonna lie, because I'm an early bird, so I want to do it in the morning so I'm fresh and my brain is like, oh yeah, let's do it. But yeah, instead I have my class from 1:40 to 5:30. And yeah, it's like not like university, it's really like school. So teacher call your name, you have to say something, you have to write kanjis, you have to write essays, you write tests, you have listening. And don't get me wrong, I think it's perfect because then you practice all the things, and apparently kanjis is something you really need to learn. Because when I came here, I said to myself, I will never learn kanjis. That's bullshit. Why would I do that? That's a waste of time. And yeah, things change. Tables turn. Now this is my favorite activity, learning kanjis. Like grammar, I really hate it. It's just so difficult. And also vocabulary-wise, I'm not really good because everything sounds just so similar to me. So I feel like, why did I learn this language again? It's so difficult. And a good example for how difficult the language also is, also with pronunciation-wise, is the word, for example, kami. And if Japanese people are listening here, I know I probably pronounce it wrong, but you have kami, or kami, and one means paper, the other means God, and the other means hair. So it is also it's like a language which is very context-based, and that in terms of many grammar points as well. So you really need to listen the whole sentence, and then you understand what they're talking. And it's difficult because once you analyze the first sentence, like usually Japanese people are already at the third, and you'd be like, I missed the middle. Anyways, so for me, actually, I didn't, I really underestimated it. And also being in class and raising hands and stuff, it's like, not really my thing. And then there is a thing, when I have free time, I have to choose between studying or exploring. And guess what? It's an easy decision. And I know I came here to do something for my brain, to learn the language, but I'm honest, I like to enjoy myself. I like to go to museums. I like to go to festivals. I want to see stuff. And since I'm working here as well, I don't really have time for studying. Yeah. And for some of you, maybe it sounds like an excuse, but yeah, I really don't know. Because I prioritize literally everything before studying. Like meeting friends, oh yeah. Going to the gym, doing bouldering, doing something for your fitness, yes, higher priority. So, yeah, I would say it's maybe an excuse, but whatever. And also the thing is, the more you are into studying, and I mean, one amazing thing actually, and that's also, I think it is the biggest advantage as well when you go to school, you meet a lot of people and you made a bunch of friends and you can hang out and you talk. And yeah, that's really cool. I love that. And then you study together, or better said, you struggle together. And yeah, that's great. That's really the great point. And honestly, since my plan is not to settle down here in Japan, yeah, learning Japanese feels a little bit more like a side quest in my life. So I feel like, yeah, I just try it a little bit more, and I still want to enjoy myself a lot. And yeah, let's see. And honestly, like next weekend, I'm gonna do my first JLPT, so the official Japanese language test. Let's see how this will go. I'm super, yeah, confident that it will work out. I don't know, but let's see. But yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's harder than expected. Like, especially bureaucracy stuff, and sometimes when you don't really understand everything, because you might think you get along pretty well with English here, but the truth is not really. And the minute you go to the countryside, so if you're away from the big cities, oh, well, good luck. Good luck with English. You will not come far. Like, no chance. And with Japanese, the good thing is actually what I really love about Japan. Once you try to speak Japanese, and even though it's very basic, and you just say a sentence, or even if you just say, Ohayo gozaimasu, they're like, sugoi, anata no nihongo wa totemo jouzu desu, which means your Japanese is already so good, well done. And they're really excited for any effort you're doing, so that's a good thing. And especially when I go to the countryside, people talk to me and I feel like, okay, challenge. I'm a little bit nervous, but I try my best. And then I feel like, oh yeah, studying is worth it, and it's really fun because you can already practice what you've learned in class with people. So there are always pros and cons, I'd say. And yeah, would I do it again, to be honest? Yes, actually, yes. Maybe not Japanese. I would go for Chinese. Just kidding. This is even more difficult. Or maybe Finnish? I'm just joking here, by the way. That's poor sarcasm. Like, these languages, difficult. But would I ever consider going to another country and learning something like, yeah, actually, I want to learn Spanish or Italian? Yes, I will do that because it's a great experience if you live somewhere where they speak the language. You can practice, and just being a little bit back to school. I mean, some points are a little bit annoying, but in general, you don't have to work full time. You don't have as much responsibilities, and you meet a lot of people, you make friends, you're surrounded by them, and yeah, you make great memories. So, would I do it again? Yes, actually, yes. So, and yeah, that's all I can say. And if you have any questions about studying abroad, or better said, studying Japanese, let me know in the comments below, and see you next week.